Good afternoon, Dr. Samira and my friends. Today I'm going to present you about my dissertation proposal. This is how I have navigated my analysis. So these are the content on this particular presentation. So I'll be starting with the problem statement, the rationale, the research question, literature review, and then I'll be moving on to the methodology, action plan, and the reference. And the research, the question, or maybe the areas that I have been considered, is the first one that I thought was speaking skills. Since speaking is much more attached to our lives, actually I must say that speaking is kind of a skill that it starts from even before the birth of a child. Because when a child, when a mother,
how do you know?
According to the particular the reference are there, so I didn't include it here, but it's there in my proposal. So it starts from the womb, because when the mother is talking to the child starts listening. And that's the moment, that's the inception where our speaking, or maybe the exposing to the language begins. And the next aspect that I considered was young learners. Why? The reason was that the young learners are the very beginning. They are in the very beginning of their journey of life, and that is the most the inception of understanding any language. So that's why I considered young learners. And then, speaking of talking about speaking skills and young learners, I was thinking about a tool which should match these two aspects. So the tool that I thought was storytelling. So why I have selected everything and what is the reason, everything will be discussed in the next few slides. So this is just an understanding about what I am going to talk about and what are areas which are coming under my research topic. And the next aspect I have considered was the grade 5s who are attending for the national schools in Sri Lanka. Right, so the reasons why I have selected all these aspects was that one of the reasons was the Sri Lankan language policy towards the speaking skills. Sri Lanka is considered as a trilingual nation, which is Sinhala, English and Tamil. But although it's said so, English is considered as a link language, where Sinhala and Tamil are the national languages. So correspondingly, this same particular scenario is being illuminated when it comes to the national school curriculum. Compared to the international schools, the national school curriculums contains a very less importance or prominence for the speaking skills. In there, which is, I would say, which is one of the important skills compared to the other four. Why I would say that is, when it comes to after these children, when they graduate, or maybe after they are done with their education, when they come to the job market, they are finding it difficult to obtain jobs because of they are lacking in presentation skills. So the presentation skills has a direct involvement in speaking skills. So when a child is unable to come up with their own ideas and unable to speak fluently, that is the point where they lack the presentation skills. And this particular speaking, the less prominence given by the government to the speaking skills is evolving, and it comes to the point of after graduating, these children, they are finding it difficult to obtain jobs because they lack projection, the oral communication.
Jobs?
Yeah, I mean, like they are unable to find jobs in the job market compared to the other students who are coming from international schools or maybe private schools. And the next point that the rationale why I selected this particular topic is that the grade 5 national school curriculum. So why I selected grade 5 was that from grade 3 the national curriculum includes English language, but it's more like active base. But when it comes to grade 5, they are more into writing and reading, where they give less priority to speaking skills. According to the researchers, according to the reviews that I have come so far, they give less importance for speaking skills. And what happens is that even from the educators, the policymakers sides, they have this stereotype teaching method where they teach child the grammar rules, but they don't teach a child how to implement or how the real life context would be when it comes to like how they would put the grammar and talk. They don't know that, the children don't know, but they have that idea of grammar, but they don't know how to put it to words, the real life context. And the other section, why I selected grade 5 and national school curriculum was that the grade 5 scholarship exam.
Go ahead.
So the next, the other point is the grade 5 scholarship exam. The reason is, when it comes to grade 5 scholarship exam, the children give much priority for the scholarship exam, whereas they do not give much attention to the other subjects. So automatically they start losing interest for English. So automatically they start losing interest for English language, whereas they give much priority. Yeah. So in the next point I have. For the next one, thank you. For the next point, so complete the next slide.
Next slide.
Research questions. So these are the 3 research questions. I don't want to read it again. So I will just.
Wait.
In the first question, it is about the existing knowledge. These are the pillars where I will be constructing my methodology and my research. So the first one, I will be talking about the pre-test. I will explain what is pre-test, like how I'm going to incorporate it here. And the second one, I'm going to conduct a post-test to identify how the development, the oral communication